Hey everybody, just working on a few technical things here before we get started. If anybody's here yet already, put in the chat and let me know if you can hear me. Last time I did a live, I did not have the right microphone on, so I could not be heard. So if you will just let me know that you can hear me, I would appreciate it. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 2 minutes to go before we start this live stream. And I am just going to get a few things together before we start while we wait on a few other people to come in. Hey, everybody, if you can, I see we got some more people in here. If you can hear me, please post something over in the comments so that I know you can hear me. I am excited about this video, but last time I did a live, there was no audio and I didn't know it till afterwards. So I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. Good morning, Carol. Can you hear me? Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited to talk about our topic today. And it is now 10 a.m. So we are going to start, and others can join us or they may be watching on the replay. So first I want to say welcome to everyone. I am so excited to be doing this first live video with the daily topics and things with it. And I welcome all the Candy Cane Club members. This is a special live video for you. Just for those who don't know, Candy Cane Club is a group of people who pledge $1 or more a month to help Christmas organizing. And it's a way that we keep ads off of the website. And in return, you get some extra perks, ebooks, free ebooks and different things like that. And so one of those things is we're doing some special videos that will be done ahead of the time before they're released to the public. So I'm excited to have everybody here. For those who do not know me, I am Krisann, the Christmas Coach and founder of Christmas Organizing. If you have any questions during the time, put it over in the chat box and I will periodically look over there and see what questions we have and try to answer them. So today I want to talk about baking and special meals and even December dinners and making your grocery list. This is something that I have been working on the past couple of weeks, just so that I can kind of fine tune it a little bit. And for the Candy Cane Club members, you all already have your Christmas Planning 101 books, and there are places in there to list out the different things that you're going to want to be having during the Christmas season. So I first used that, and then what I did is I got out some note cards, and well, this is for my meals. Um, so for my December dinners. So what I did, but you can do this also with um, your baking or your special meals. So I wrote down what it was on one card that I wanted to make. So this one says lasagna. And I wrote out below it the different things that I'll need for it. Not the full recipes or anything like that, just the different things that I need for it. Chili, hamburger stroganoff, etc., etc. So those are my main dishes. And then I did cards with my side dishes. And what I did differently on the side dishes was I came up with all the side dishes that we like, and then I compared these cards to these cards, and I wrote down underneath it what meal goes with it. So, for instance, um, cream corn. I have this wonderful recipe that I make at Christmas and other times for cream corn. It is a copycat from well, it's actually not a copycat because it came from them, but from the Loveless Cafe. It is this awesome cream corn and it utilizes cream and whole corn. So I use frozen pig sweet corn and I basically you boil it in milk and butter and then you part of it oh you use the pureer and you puree it up to make it that creamy part of it and then you mix it in with some of the whole corn. Anyway, kind of got off track. Sorry, that happens a lot when I'm on lives and things like that because I want to tell you about why I'm using this. So anyway, um, so on the cream corn card, I put down pork schnitzel and meatloaf. So those are the two things that I'm going to be eating or that I want to have the cream corn with. So when you're doing baking, if you do the cards or you do in your notebook your different meals, one thing you can do is you could have instead of main dishes, if you're working on your baking part, you just have your item. So your item name, and then over here have do a second set of cards for ingredients, so that you can actually go through your cards or your list of baking items, and then you have your grocery list over on the side for all of your different baking things, and start putting down how many of different things that you need and that will really help you. So there is in the Christmas organizing planner pages, which everybody has had access to for the 2021 one in the Candy Cane Club. You'll pull out your grocery list, and there is one for baking. Then you can divide it up into perishables and non-perishables. So that's what I encourage you to do is to make a list out of the perishable items and the non-perishable based on the recipes you're using. So what does that mean first? First, you're going to have to make your list and narrow it down for your baking items. So I'm going to show you a few of my baking items that I'm going to have for this Christmas season. Number one is going to be Raisin oatmeal cookies. Now, here's one of the places that I'm kind of cheating because I don't have time to make everything from scratch. So what I did was I found some Betty Crocker really great oatmeal cookie mix. I want to say I found this at the Dollar Tree. And so I picked it up and then I have raisins. And I'm going to add them together to make oatmeal raisin cookies, which are one of my husband's favorite cookies. So I have that together. So when I am doing my list, I will look and see that I need butter and eggs for this, and I will mark down how many I need for it. And so then at the end, I will be able to add up I need X amount of eggs, or I need X amount of sticks of butter. I need so many bags of chocolate chips, things like that. So that really can make it easier when I go to the grocery store. Here is marshmallow cream, evaporated milk, and I also have my chocolate chips. Guess what I'm making with that? I am making my fudge. Fudge is one of the things that I give away a lot of. So I have started purchasing the different pieces and parts to for my different recipes for them. I do have some chocolate chips, but they're in a really big bag and they're in the other room. I try to get those started ahead of time. And so, one of the things that I want you to do with your list is once you start getting things, looking at different recipes and putting things in there or on the list, your non perishables, as you start going to the grocery store now, start buying things off of that non perishable side because that will really help you to get things organized for your cooking and baking. Um, Here's something else that I got. It is corn syrup. I am in love with Bucky's nuggets. If anybody knows what those are, I'll share them one day here soon. But they are like a puffed corn, like a Cheeto puff without the cheese on it. And then they are in a kind of caramel. So it's kind of like a caramel popcorn puff or corn puff. And it is so good. They're so addicting. I don't live near a Bucky's though. So I can't go there often, but I decided I wanted to make some for Christmas. So I found a copycat recipe that I have put in my notebook and I have started buying the ingredients to make that. So now I know everybody's like, I go to the store, I'm buying these ingredients, but what about using them ahead of time? Well, here's what I do. So here is still a little bit dirty, but I have this container. It's not dirty, it's just scratched up. So I have this container. You could find whatever kind of container you want. It could be a bigger box or whatever. And when I go to the store and I get things off my list, kind of back this up, I just start putting those items in here. I have one for my baking and I have one for my December dinners and another for my special meals so that I know what I have and what I'll be using so that I know that I am collecting my things. So this is my baking. So this is what I have so far for baking. Oop, forgot the syrup. And I will go to a bigger container as I continue to buy things. Now, the other thing that I did do the other day, I spent $25 working on items for my December dinners. So, one of the things that I have for my December dinners, um, non perishables that I could pick up, were taco shells and noodles and things like that. That will help me again with my budget at Christmas time. And I really encourage everybody to do that, to sit down, write out the different meals you have. And if you are a single person or a family of two, something like that, and you can go ahead and buy 4 chicken breasts and put 2 of them in the freezer and cook 2 of them, or make a lasagna and keep half of it, freeze half of it for your December meals. Do that throughout October and November, and you will even be more ahead of the game. And so that will really help to allow you to have some extra finances and things during the month of December. Um, I have I have a big box and a separate shelf that is being used for the December dinner items because I did buy quite a bit of the non-perishables the other day and I need a little bit more room, but I'm hiding those from everybody so that nobody gets into them and I'm out my food. I did truly walk through the store, and using my little cards, I was able to do different things and go ahead and buy things. Some things I already had, some things I didn't. I've also been experimenting with some oh, what do you call those things? The the meal planning boxes where you get food sent to you and stuff. And I have to say that I'm a picky eater and I don't like a lot of vegetables. And a lot of these have things in them. I might like one part of it, but I don't like the whole part. So I'm actually coming up with my own meal planning items. You still have to cook the stuff that you get from the kits and things, but if you have some of those that you have coupons for where you can get some free meals or just pay $10 for a couple of meals, something like that, I encourage you to do that if there's some things that you like and have them just delivered in December. That would be a really great way to help with some of your December dinners or even a special meal. Maybe you do the steaks or something like that, a little bit more cost with them, but it'll be a little bit more of a special meal. So, where else do I want to say about this? It's just really and truthfully, this is the time to start buying your stuff to get ready. I just cannot emphasize enough how much stress that takes off of me by having the items for my baking and stuff ahead of time. Now, there's one caveat to this. If you know something in particular goes on sale, like at Thanksgiving, that you would need more of, i.e., my chocolate chips usually go on sale. And I will wait on some of the things until they do go on sale during that Thanksgiving week. So watch what you get this year, and if you know it goes on sale and it's something that you make every year, make a note in your notebook with the recipe that that these particular items go on sale at a particular time, normally during the year, so you um, can make better use of the sales and things like that. So, one other thing that, speaking of putting recipes and stuff in your notebook, I want to encourage you to get out your cookbooks. Like, here's one of the cookbooks that I use, and I want you to find a copy machine and copy it, or take your phone. Look, like I got I got a Christmas red phone. I'm so excited. But take your phone, take a picture of your recipe that's in there, and then have that page printed out. You can also, at least on iPhones, I know you can go to your notes and you can do a scan and it'll save it as a PDF, and then you can print it out as the PDF. But you want to print that out, put it in a page protector, and put it in your notebook so that you have it in there. Only do one recipe per page protector. You could do the recipe on the front, and in the back, do your grocery list of the things that you need for it. And that's where you can make some notes and things on it about when different items go on sale or something if you need to. But then that will make it easy for you to, in the future, look at those lists and make out your grocery list. But having that non perishable list with you, picking up even 3 or 4 small items each time you go to the grocery store will absolutely help. I don't know how many of you have heard my story before, but I'm going to tell it again. Um, when we were first married, and that would have been the Christmas of 1992, I was so excited to get to bake myself. I just was excited, and I'd always been baking with my mother. Did not think anything about it. Went to the grocery store, knew what I wanted to bake, got all the stuff, got up to the counter or to the register, and my total was like $200 for my baking stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my whole food budget for the month. We haven't even had any meals to eat or anything. And so it really was a shock for me, which is why now I like to buy things ahead of time, get those things that I can get out of the way already purchased so they don't have this major shock in December. You think shipping and buying presents is expensive, so is baking foods. Or if you're ordering something for special meals or something, those are things that you need to plan for. If you don't want to buy the items or can't buy the items ahead, put aside some money each month for that particular thing in general, because cooking and baking can eat into your Christmas budget. And so this is one way to it still is part of the budget, so to speak. I mean, you're still spending the same amount of money most likely, but you're spreading it over a longer period of time and you don't take as big of a hit during December when you have all kinds of other stuff coming up. So, I think I have covered everything that I wanted to cover this morning. So, my question now is, do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions that or issues or ideas that you've done that I can share with others or we can share with others to help everybody else? So I'm gonna look over here at the chat. All right. Well, if you think of a question, come back to the video, or if you're watching the video a- as a recorded video and not live, please come back and put your question in, and I will come back within a day or so and answer the question. So that will be really great. So I guess if nobody has any questions, I appreciate everybody joining us. I hope that you learned a little something from this video. And if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel for Christmas organizing, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. It's a way that you can help support the community without costing you a dime. And also hit the notification bell so you'll get notified every time that that I put out a video. Let's see. Carol says that our Kroger has a $15 off your first 3 food pickups. Oh, that's a very good point, Carol. Yes, having doing Instacart or having a pickup, curbside pickup, will save you so much time this Christmas season. And I highly encourage it. I've been using it for years for lots of other things. When Toys R Us was still available, I would order stuff online and go in and pick it up at the counter. It was awesome, and that was before grocery stores and everybody had to do all of this. And so I still use it, and I highly encourage it. And especially if you can find some great dollars off. I'm gonna have to look at. Well, I've done more than 3 food pickups, so I won't be eligible for the $15. But if you haven't done the food pickups yet, like at Kroger, go for that. If you are um, or if you've never used Instacart, I encourage you to do that. I will put a link for um, a coupon down there that is an affiliate link for me. They do give me something if you place an order. So that is a win-win. Helps support me, helps support you. If you want to give that a try, that would be really great. I'll put that in the comments below after the video. And that's what, and Instacart sends me like $20 off of an order. It has the expiration date, but I did use it the other day to stock up on a few things. So you can just watch for those deals like what Carol is talking about. And it can also save you some more money. But have your grocery list ready. You're with your non-perishables for October and November, so that when you're ready to bake, all you're needing to go and do is to buy your perishable things. So I will end the video with that, and I hope everybody has a great day. I am off to finish organizing my food that I have purchased over the past couple of days and get it all in its little containers so that I know where it is, so that that part does not stress me out. So I hope everybody has a great day, and remember, keep calm and jingle on. Bye, everybody.